I'm a very small gaming and political content creator, and today we are talking with MAGA, or if they're brave enough to come up and have a conversation. But until then, we will be going over relatively new news about what's been happening in the world, today's politics, all that shit. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, do me a favor, tap the screen, do all the things. Um, I am joined today by my cat Tuxedo. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, get your tail out of it. Anyway, yeah. So what we'll be going over today is, hey Trace, how you doing? So until we have people requesting up, we're gonna be going over some things. So gonna pop this display on, put it over here on the vertical, take capture on. Cool. So I got a question, right? So there we go. Sorry, hit the mute button there. He bombs the shit out of them for literally no reason, and it pisses me the fuck. Tux, dude, come on. Anyway, it's like, dude, if you want peace, great. Work on the peace deal. Like, do that. But if you want peace, you don't attack the country you're trying to have peace with. That those are two counter things. You know what I mean? And because this is going on, like it's affecting the world economy. It's affecting like the U.S. It's affecting everyone, dude. And like, I don't think people realize like how much of a negative impact it's going to have on the world in a few months. Like, I just don't understand why people don't. Dude, stop fucking with the keyboard. All right. So, all right. So yeah, it's one of those things where like I don't understand how people can't understand that this is not a good thing, especially with a president who like campaigned on no new wars. You know what I mean? Then he goes off and starts wars. It doesn't make any fucking sense, right? So yeah, like if we're gonna have, thank you. Um, so yeah, it's just one of those things where I cognitive dissonance. It's eyeliner, dude. I'm not sure why you cared, but yeah. Um, but anyway, so here's the thing, right? And here's what a lot of people don't realize is that recently, um, Exxon and Chevron, their CEOs came out and said that the prices are going to be like skyrocketing. Hey man, if you want to come up and have a conversation, I would love to have a conversation with you. Um, would you put your fucking tail down, kid? Jesus. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Exxon and Chevron said that price will be skyrocketing. Like, I think as of right now, the price of like Brent crude is says it's around like $90 a barrel, which a little pricey, right? Like it's definitely gone up since he took office, which again is another campaign promise he broke. But like it's going to be going up according to um these CEOs, right? And who else would know better than them? Because they're the ones who are stop eating shit. You fucking stupid. All right, there we go. Anyway, the price of oil will be going up, which means our gas prices will be going up. And the average for what we can tell for um good estimate for a price of oil is for every $10 of Brent crude that this goes up, uh sorry, for every $10 of Brent crude that it goes up, our price of gas goes up about 20-25 cents, right? Come on, dude, just there we go. Anyway, so like that means that our gas is going to be going up, and they're saying that the price of Brent crude is going to go up to around, I think they said 150 a barrel, which is fucking crazy. So do the math for what you have now for what your price is around your place, and then just add like $1.25 or so, $1.20. So math, whatever. It's just an average. It's basic averaging, right? Um, which again, that's not helping. Oh, 1 second. Hey, cognitive distance. Can I just get your age for TOS?
Yeah, 40. There's a huge echo here.
That's a TikTok thing. I'm not sure why it does that.
It could be just their algorithm.
Yeah, just give it a minute. I heard it goes away after some time, so I'm sorry.
Probably does.
Yeah.
Not your fault. So
sorry.
let's talk about the petrodollar with the Fed Reserve.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
I'm actually one, and might be a controversial topic or a controversial stance on this, but I'm actually one for the $200 a barrel.
Okay, may I ask why?
Yes.
Okay.
The Fed Reserve has a grip on the petrodollar, and the Fed Reserve has been trading on your name and your social security number since the day you were born. That's how it creates quantitative easing, which is why we have a 98.9% deficit since 1913 on that dollar. So I don't think that a non-asset backed currency is a good thing.
You want the tension. Anyway, I agree that we shouldn't have any assets backed, like a currency that's not backed by anything. I agree. That's not right. Our original thing that we had was the gold standard. We moved off of that for some reason. I don't remember what the exact reason was. I'll have to go back and look at that. What we have backing our money in the sense is how good our credit rating was, how reliable we were as a country, and stuff like that, right?
It's what they tell us.
Yes.
What the reality is. Go ahead.
No, sorry. You're good. So, sorry, my cat's very needy right now. Anyway, so that's what we have to go off of, right? The issue is with what's been going on. I'm going to say the last 10 years, right? I'm not just going to leave everything on this administration. It's been going on for a good minute. Is we've been losing, what's the term? Trust with the world. Our economy, our dollar has been, I don't want to say significantly losing value, but it's been going downward.
It's inflationary.
Yeah. So like it's losing stance along the world. There's a reason why the BRICS nations are like kind of forming more and gaining more power and stuff like that, right? So my main thing with you with like the whole petrodollar thing is, right, going up to $200 a barrel is really going to hurt people. Like it's going to hurt a lot of people, especially their banks and people who can barely afford to live right now. How are they going to do it? You know?
So let's say it hits $200 a barrel. It'll do more than that. It'll cripple the country, right? There's a lot of companies like, logistics that would just crumble.
Yeah.
Now,
why do you want that?
Well, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
When we went into, what was that, segregation in 2020 due to C-19?
We didn't have segregation in 2020.
Yeah, we did. We sequestered a home in our homes for that.
That's not segregation. That's we were isolated. That's not segregation.
Okay,
two different things.
Isolated is a term. It's the same thing.
No, so it's not.
Whenever you, it kind of is. So, but you could go shopping, but you couldn't go to church. And they only let you go shopping after about 3 or 4 days. They started opening up businesses like Lowe's and Walmart, but you had to do social distancing.
But yeah, because we're in a pandemic, my guy. Like.
Right. Well, here's my question. Well, I wonder why we're not there now. Really quick. So,
okay, sorry, go on.
Well, we could go down that road later.
I don't like to talk about that on this app because it's like very sensitive, and I won't get the live taken down.
It's sensitive because they tell us it is.
It's TOS. That's it, man. Yeah. TOS.
You mean TOC's TikTok?
No, terms of service. Like they don't like us talking about that.
Terms and terms and conditions. Okay, so really quick. So they then opened it up so we could start using our money again, because the Ponzi scheme was, if you didn't spend money, they didn't make money.
No, that's just how capitalism works. That's not pops. That's capitalism.
Well, no. Capitalism is I create a business and I make wealth. That's capitalism.
Sometimes you fail and you don't make wealth.
Right. Of course, then you wouldn't be a capitalistic company. You'd be a failure of a company.
No, you would just be. No, capitalism is what our country runs on.
Right. No, sir. It doesn't run off capitalism. It runs off the petrodollar. And when we didn't spend money, the Fed Reserve made some changes and forced us to do certain things. So you don't want the Fed Reserve in charge of anything. This central bank that we have.
You know the Federal Reserve is an independent
rates.
agency, right?
You know it's a central bank.
It's a central bank.
They control the money.
Oh, do they control my money?
Yes, it is your money. It's
Okay.
nothing but debt. It is a deflationary
Yes. Okay,
asset.
cool. Yes, I will 100% agree with you that the United States is in a shitload of debt. In fact, we are in more debt right now than our economy can fucking handle.
Right. So, well, you say that, but it's only because of the Fed Reserve. So if you crash the Fed Reserve,
no, it's not. It's not because of the Federal Reserve, dude. Dude, Trump alone added like 1/3 of the national debt himself.
If the world stopped spending money, just a quarter of America for 30 days, what happened to the economy?
I don't care. Let's move to a different system. Like I hate the fact.
There's the point. Let's move back to the gold back and silver back system, which is what Trump's been saying. Precious metals as your backing.
Cool. Who can afford that right now with the price of gold and silver?
Well, a lot of your Americans have it. Like I have silver and gold.
Cool. That's great. You won't be affected. What about people who can't afford it?
So silver is what, $75?
Yeah, some people can't afford that, dude.
Yeah, that's shenanigans. People can afford to go out to eat and buy themselves some shoes.
Some people are living paycheck to fucking paycheck. Some people can't even afford a goddamn medical bill in this country, my guy.
Abysmal. You don't have to pay those medical bills, bud. Medical bills are an option. It's optional. You don't have to pay taxes. That's an optional system too.
Okay, so hold up. Are you admitting to tax fraud on this live right now? I just want to make sure. Are you admitting?
No, don't twist words. You can say whatever you want.
You said right now on this live.
Submit me
on this. Shut the fuck up. Listen to me.
You want my name? You want my name?
You said right now on this fucking live that you don't have to pay taxes. You do
not have to pay any income tax at all. No, sir.
Cool. Then
it is a voluntary system.
Okay, cool. How do I stop them from taking out taxes out of my paycheck?
On your W-4, on your Section 4, you say I am exempt.
That just puts it off for a little bit. It still comes out.
No, sir. Exempt is exempt. They can't take taxes at that point. There's two things you must pay whenever you get paid, and that's Medicare and Social Security. Those are the two things that are not voluntary. You need to do more reading into the Constitution.
Fucking like, oh, you want to go in the Constitution? Are you sure you want to go down that route?
Constitutionally, they can't give you any kind of taxation. What is taxation without representation?
That's a great fucking question, my guy. Why are
your congressmen and women can't represent you with your money? They represent you with your vote.
Correct.
With your money.
No, 100%. Then why are states redistricting to weed out black votes?
Okay, now you want to ask me a religious question. That's fine.
That's not religious. Right, so that had nothing to do with religion. Nothing to do with religion. That had nothing to do with religion.
Race and not based on the actual people that vote there. That's why.
Tennessee redistricted to weed out the one district that was majority black. Everything else was just fucking white as hell, dude.
Where was that at? Memphis, Tennessee?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I lived there for 20 years.
Good for you.
Let me tell you how corrupt that is. It is extremely corrupt there. That's why they're working with ICE right now, because they know what's going on. So let's talk about Memphis, Tennessee. So you could tell me that the reason they redistrict is because they want to weed out black votes. That's your narrative. That's your opinion. You're allowed to have it. But that doesn't mean it's the truth. Just saying. I live in a blue county where I live currently. But we vote red as a state.
Real quick, letch come back to this real quick. I want to touch upon something you said in the past. You said you can avoid paying income tax, right? According to the IRS,
you don't have to pay income tax. It's a voluntary system.
All right, cool. According to the IRS, you cannot legally opt out of income taxes.
Yes, you can.
While a system is described as voluntary, in quotes, like, 1 second, let me go to the actual thing. Where the hell is it? Here, I'll just put this on screen for you. because I could just give you the quick AI overview, which is referencing that, but AI is
Sure.
stupid. It does reference the IRS itself. It's the only time I like to use AI is when it has reference itself. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, they're great reference. It's a good tool.
Yeah. Oh shit.
It's like a hammer with a nail. You got to use a hammer. You don't want to use like
Yeah. So this is where you can go right here, the anti-tax law evasion schemes section, section 1, and you can go here, read up on it. You cannot
Sure.
legally do so. Sound good?
Legally what?
Avoid income taxes.
Right. Yeah. So again, show me where it's required to pay the IRS.
I'm telling you right here.
Got it. So where in the Constitution does it say I must pay the IRS?
Okay, so you want to go by the Constitution.
Yeah. Again, taxation without representation. So you could sit here and say that I have to pay the IRS. That's fine. I could say
So is your
that
only
architectural glass will save the world, and that just be my words. But
okay, no, that's fine.
the IRS is a voluntary system.
So your only
Why do they give you an option?
So your only argument is that as long as the Constitution says it, it's legal, but if it doesn't say it, it's not legal.
Well, it doesn't say it's legal to tax me.
But you're saying it's not in the Constitution, right? So it's not legal. That was your
constitutional to charge income tax. That is correct.
Okay, but it's also not constitutional to do a whole lot of things that are laws, right?
Well,
so
then I'm going to do the things I can control, and I can control by section.
There
4
are
of
still
the
laws.
Form. What's the law to tells me I must pay the IRS?
I just fucking showed it to you.
No, you showed me the IRS website, of course.
Which says it's against the law to avoid.
It does not. What's the law?
Fucking God! Oh my fucking dude!
Don't get frustrated because you don't know. It's okay to say I don't know the law, but I think it's a real law. It's okay to say that.
I'm perfectly okay with saying I don't know the exact fucking code, but I did show you the exact place to fucking go
right, you showed
to
me
read.
The IRS. That would be like me going to NASA and asking NASA, is the world round? Of course they're gonna say it.
Are you a flat earther?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
Oh my fucking God! There's no goddamn way.
Yeah. Now, you want to give you evidence, or you don't
yeah.
have proof of it? How do you know the world's round?
So are you saying the only way for me to know for sure if the world is round is for me to go up in space and to see it myself?
Well, you couldn't go to space. That's impossible.
Are you trolling me? Please tell me you're trolling me.
No, I actually do believe in the flat earth. Yeah, absolutely. We don't have to talk about it. We can talk about something else if you don't want to. But I just want to see
I don't feel like losing 1,000 brain cells today, personally.
That's fine. Don't smoke any Mary Jane.
I don't. I never have in my entire life.
Okay, well, so then you won't lose brain cells.
I already am with talking in this conversation.
That's okay. I'm asking you hardcore questions that you may or may not know.
You truly believe that the earth is flat, and that is wild, dude.
It's okay.
That is a crazy statement.
My stance, but here's the difference. I believe that the world was round for 35 years. For 2 years, I've been a flat earther. Now, could you show me how you know the world is round?
Cool. Let me just fucking.
They have lies about this stuff, man.
Okay, so it doesn't. By that statement, it doesn't matter what I show you. You're just going to claim it's a lie.
Well, then let's just talk about it. Bring me up one thing that you said. Hey, this is definitive proof that I believe the world is round. Like, do you believe we're spinning? Do you believe in the heliocentric model?
1 second. Put this back on the screen for you. See all these pictures from fucking space?
Yes, sir.
See how it's a globe? Do you see how it's a fucking globe?
Nope, no problem. I appreciate those visuals. Now, has 90% of these photographs of the world, do they come from NASA? Would you agree?
Probably, yeah. I don't know. Maybe
has
some
NASA
other.
Ever had any kind of bloopers or anything in some of the live footage that they pushed out?
I genuinely don't know.
All right, yeah. So I've looked at it quite extensively. So NASA showed a mouse running on the space station.
What?
Up on the ISSR. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll see their live stream where a mouse is scurrying across. There's a fly. There's bubbles. Then there's the same video during the Artemis. Is the same picture of the world. Even the clouds didn't even change from 1969 to now. Must have been some amazing clouds. So if I have any kind of bloopers, would you then say NASA, you're not as credible as you once were?
No. To be fair though, when NASA started, we had a bunch of fucking like Nazi scientists running the fucking thing. So like that even puts doubt
Yeah, no
on
problem.
NASA.
I accept that.
Yeah.
What if
But
recently on the recent Artemis missions, I could show their footage would glitch and show squares depicting of an AI or a CGI photograph or video? Would that work too?
no, because you have to show me definitive proof that that is AI rather than you just claiming it is.
Well, that's my point. So they didn't show us a live feed, but they showed us recording video from a camera outside of the rocket that supposedly someone put out there after it left the atmosphere, which is weird in itself. But that's okay.
My guy. Okay.
And then we can talk about
no, hold up. I'm sorry. As much as I would love to host a Flat Earth Live, I that's not what this is about.
Well, see, I knew you didn't want to talk about, but that's
Because it's
this
so
is why
fucking
I have questions.
dumb. It's so
Well, it's
dumb.
okay. I just asked you a question. You said you trusted pictures. I have the other pictures that show that they're fake. And you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. We'll pivot back. Let's talk about the IRS. Show me the law that says I must pay my income tax.
I'm not doing this again. I've already showed you where to
Okay,
go
all right,
to see
so
where
we
it's
can pivot
legal.
back to where I think the petrodollar unaliving itself is good, because what has been proposed by this cryptocurrency is that we are the bank, because XRP doesn't have to have banks to move money. They have the program that does it simultaneously. What that means is through cryptocurrencies is that you are the bank and you don't necessarily have to have a bank anymore. So with removing banks, of course, they're upset, like Jamie Dimon said. He said on an interview, we will not go quietly if we unalive. We're going to fight to the unalivement, And so I respect Jamie Dimon's position. But that means it gives me the power to own the GDP in the U.S. Because people like myself, and even some of your family probably have some silver and some gold, then you hold wealth. And I would like to be the holder of wealth, not some system or some bullshit central bank.
Okay, cool. Let me just ask you the question I asked you before. Let's say we do switch to the gold silver standard again. There's going to let's say we do switch back to the gold silver standard, right?
Yes.
How are we going to get people who don't have that money? Also, thank you, Ravens. Ravens in the comments section said Article 1, Section 8, Clause 1 of the Constitution gives the government power to collect taxes. Anyway, how are we going to give people who don't have the gold and can't afford to do anything because we're now on that standard? How are we going to get them to live or get them the means to survive? You know what I mean?
What, people that don't have gold or silver?
Yeah. If we're on that standard now and people can't afford to do so, like afford to have that, how are they going to get by?
Your financial reset.
Explain.
All right. So every country's been to this point at least every 300 or 400 years.
Right.
And you financially reset your global currencies.
Yes.
Through it's called global. You can look it up. It's kind of something Securities Act. And then it gives everybody a level playing field again. And that's where your people that live paycheck to paycheck, for the ones that do need help, they'll be able to reset, get their life back together, and move forward.
Okay, cool.
For the ones that, do schmugs or just want to gamble, and they'll put themselves back in a financial predicament that isn't good for them.
So, okay, let's say we reset completely, right? Hypothetically, we go down this route.
Yep.
We completely financially reset. That means we're helping here, but what about on the world stage? What happens then?
Yeah, that's just a global economic security, safeties and securities act, I think it's called. I can look it up.
Okay.
But the world has to reset. And that's why you see financial implosion stages everywhere.
So that's never going to happen, unfortunately.
No, I disagree to that completely.
No, here's the reason why I say this. And just hear me out with this, right? Sure. We would all have to agree and all get along and all let's all reset and get back to the stand. That is with right now. Like, we can't get two countries to fucking stop fighting each other over some stupid shit.
The
UAE?
What do you think the UAE is doing?
Right. I think they pulled out of recently. I think they pulled out of the agreement with Israel, if I remember correctly. If that's the right country.
They pulled out of the gold standard, not a gold standard, but they pulled away from the U.S. in our backing completely. In fact, you take your money there.
Yeah, they
it's
pulled
13-1.
Yeah, they pulled it out because we're becoming less reliable.
Yeah. So what would happen, I guess, in your mind, if the world doesn't accept our currencies?
We lose power on the world stage. We're so far in debt that like they start collecting it, and then we default on our debts, and then it starts just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't know what.
Reset your currency to 0.
Okay, but that doesn't erase the debts.
Yeah, it does. If you get away
No, it
from the
doesn't.
petrodollar, you no longer have debts.
No, you still have to pay your debts.
No, you don't.
You
You default on your car loan, what happens?
They take the fucking car.
So take the damn car. You only got one car?
So take the fucking country. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I said. Take the car.
No. This is the equivalent, right? If we default on our loans from our country, then you're saying take the fucking country. If you're saying default on the loans for the car, take the car.
Yeah, take the car. It doesn't mean take the country. I mean,
it does. This is the equivalent.
No, it's not the equivalence. And here's my encouragement to you. When your world resets the currency to a gold-backed standard, no one holds any debt. All the debt's gone.
There's always debt, my guy. There's always going to be debt.
Where's the debt at?
Cool. If let's say, hypothetically, we switch to a gold standard, right? Somebody who has less is like, hey, I could really use this gold right now. I'll pay you back later. That is debt.
Yeah, but you use the gold as the asset. Here's my gold. That's now an asset. You can use it as what is it called? Collateral. And you can pay them, I guess. And what do you trade them? Squash. If you say, hey, I'll trade you in squash. Here's 100 squash back for my gold bar.
Okay, so you're talking about like person to person. You're talking about like, here, I'll trade you this service for this service.
Control,
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure? You're talking about trading service for service, right?
Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, actually, we did that back in the early 30s.
Cool, socialism. I'm down for socialism.
So it's not socialism. The difference in socialism is the government controls. I think your socialism definition is messed up.
People own the means of production. That is socialism.
No, it's not. That means the government owns the means of production. That's socialism.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, I think you're backwards here. I'm just being honest with you.
Let me Google it just to make sure, because if I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I'm wrong.
In any case, yes, we're trading between each other where I don't have to involve the government. It's fantastic. Because then if you're a bricklayer and I need something bricklayed, and I can just trade food. If that's what you desire.
Right.
I do it all the time here. I'm on a farm. I have my own farm. I do it myself.
That's more of a communistic stance, actually.
A communistic stance?
If you want to get rid of the government,
people are not controlled by a government and they can trade their own goods.
Yeah. Do you know what communism is? A stateless, classless, moneyless society.
Tells you what you can do.
It's a stateless, classless, moneyless society.
So it's not. Okay. All right. Yeah. Absolutely. If you went down to that road, that's what it is. But
that's the definition.
It's not stateless. I don't need the government to tell me how to work my money.
Yeah.
I'm a libertarian, man. I believe in small government, large personal rights.
Cool. If you believe in small government, cool. That's amazing. How do you support this administration, seeing as they're trying to like consolidate power in the executive branch? They're doing huge government overreach and shit like that. Because this is not small government.
In fact, I'll give you a prime example. Reducing federal regulations is one that I'm for because it's not overreach. It's actually less reach. And this administration, along with the last time he served, did reduce regulations. And I'm especially the ones with giving loans to people and home builders not having to have federal regulations to have to build homes, just going to states' rights. I'm big on that.
So you're okay with less federal regulations, but okay with Trump violating the Constitution? Just making sure.
Where do you violate that? I'm kind of curious.
First Amendment.
Like what with whom?
Getting rid of AP out of the press pool just because they wouldn't call the Gulf of America the Gulf of Mexico, the Gulf of America.
So you would have to assume that you understand the reason for kicking them out of
that's the reason.
Presidential office, the Oval Office.
You can't do that.
That's not what.
You can't.
That's not what he said.
That is what he's. That is the reason.
Out of the Oval Office.
This was settled in court. This is the court reason. Yes.
Yeah. So again, the courts are also corrupt, man. You've got to really look at it.
The fucking pretzels you are doing is insane.
Yeah. No. Show me where the court system operates off of what law.
What the fuck did you just say?
Show me the court system, and what law do they operate off of?
They operate off the Constitution. I think it's like the second or third article. It's
called maritime law. They operate off the maritime law, which is off the bar, which comes from the BRC.
You're saying
Okay.
that, wait, hold up. You're saying that the judicial branch of the government is not
Yes,
like
has been
under the
operating
Constitution.
No, sir. The Constitution has not been operated underneath since 1886.
You are so dumb.
That's okay. Look up the last Speaker of the House. I took photographs for you. If you want me to show it to you, I can. So the Constitution has been suspended since 1877 until 2026.
Yeah, the judicial branch is under Article 3 of the Constitution.
Which you would assume is correct, but it's actually been a corporation of America operating underneath the bar.
All right, we aren't doing these fucking conspiracy theories, my guy.
That's not a conspiracy.
Yeah, 100% is.
Okay, all right, fine. Tell me who was your last Speaker of the House?
Last Speaker of the House was Mike Johnson.
Okay, before him was who? Nancy Pelosi?
What about Nancy Pelosi? Why do I give a fuck about her?
Right, so she wasn't the actual last Speaker of the House. The one before him was actually 1887.
Whoa!
And
No!
Speaker of the House.
That there are so many speakers of the House between fucking Nancy Pelosi and whoever the fuck was there in 1887.
All right, let me help you even further down the hole here. Okay,
this is gonna be an amazing clip. This is gonna be. I watch One Piece. Yes, I know what the fucking Jolly Roger is.
So the Jolly Roger is actually the flag that has gold fringes. Is it fringe? Yeah, gold fringes on all three sides, meaning you're under a military jurisdiction, no constitution. And that flag is flown high over top of the White House until 2026. So if you want to say that we were under a constitution of the U.S., that's fine. But you're really talking about we were the United States corporation, not a sovereign country, since 1887. 250 years. I know it's a lot, man.
So you're saying for over half of our country's existence, we've been under pirate law?
We've been under the BRC. Jesus. Maritime law resides underneath the bar, and the bar is British.
This is
regulations. Let's listen. Just ask an attorney. What do they pledge their allegiance to? And then they'll say, I pledge allegiance to the bar.
I will ask my aunt, and then she'll say how dumb you are.
That's okay. I've been called worse by more people that
I'm genuinely not trying to be mean. I'm really not. But like, holy fucking shit. Okay. But like this hurts my brain. I need you to understand this.
That it is a lot to take in. Look, it took me a long time to accept it.
Okay.
But once you realize that we were incorporated and no longer are. Like, that's why the king and queen came. They didn't come because Donald Trump made them. They didn't come to hang out.
Well, yeah, Trump has no jurisdiction over the fucking British, dude.
Right, exactly. So why'd they come to the U.S. this first time in 250 years?
Why does Trump go over to meet Putin? Why do leaders meet each other? It's called diplomacy.
Yeah, that's not diplomacy why they came. You can just look at the actual articles and the documents and understand that the Constitution was suspended for a long time. And if you're under a COG, continuity of government, you don't have a constitution. It resides under military law. It's a PED, man. Presidential Emergency Action Document. It's pretty good.
All right, man.
Listen,
like,
At least I'm trying to wake you up. If you want to still believe it, that's
to
fine.
be fair, I appreciate that. Like, cause like my meds like fog my brain in the morning, dude. But like, I wasn't expecting fucking conspiracy theories right off the bat. Hey, I guess we're going down this route.
You can call it conspiracy. I just call it truth. Like MK Ultra, they said that was a conspiracy, and it's being taken between the court systems right now. The guy that just tried to unalive Donald Trump, he says he didn't know what happened. He felt like he was under a spell. The same thing with the JFK assassinator. The same thing with the person under Reagan. The same thing with all these other people that get alienated or whatever it's called, assassinated. All of them. So you could say that this is all conspiracy, but we know the CIA does really tumultuous shit. We can both agree to that.
I can't say no, right? Because the CIA works outside of the U.S., if I remember correctly, and who knows what the fuck they do, right?
Right.
Like, and here's the thing: our government does really horrible shit, just in general.
Yes, there has been horrible. Now, there are good people. Remember, I believe in Newton's law is accurate. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So, as there's evil people doing terrible things, I think there are great people trying to right that thing.
I agree with you that like there are good people in this world and there are bad people in this world. Right?
That's right. Yeah.
The issue is right now we have a lot of bad people in government, like a lot, and I'm sure you disagree with me. The issue, right, is fucking with the curtains, cat. 1 second. Like, here's my thing, right? If we have a president not upholding his oath of office and violating the Constitution, we have him going to bomb other countries for literally no fucking reason. That's, by the way, quick question: is the echo still there or is it gone?
So I think we're going to agree on this that there are a lot of terrible people in government.
Yeah,
I just think the people that you think are bad and I think are bad are different.
I'm sorry. Just I want to double check. Is the echo there or gone?
It's still there, but it doesn't bother me if it does.
I gotta figure out something why that's still there. Sorry.
Hey, listen, this was fun, man. It's good to talk.
It's good to talk. Like I like having conversations, right? But the issue is, can I ask you something just real quick?
Sure.
If you gotta go, just head out. But like my version of somebody who's terrible, at least in government, right? They take an oath to the Constitution, and somebody like Trump who isn't upholding it, that's an issue to me, right? Now, keep in mind, if this was a Democrat doing the same thing, I'd be up here denouncing them because that's fucking horrible. I believe
you're bipartisan. I don't believe you're bought by a party, but let me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Look behind Donald Trump in his 2017 inauguration and see who moves and who's standing there. That one will make you alarmed.
The 2000.
I'll give you a bit of advice because I was in the Army for 8 years, active Army. There's 2 groups of military that do not work hand in hand unless they're going after somebody under JAG, and that's MI and the police. When they have MI, military intelligence, and JAG standing next to somebody, they're going after somebody. I've seen it myself. They'll imprison you right away. 3 days. You get 3 days in court. First side, second side, deliberation. That's it. They send you straight to Leavenworth. See why they're standing behind Donald Trump. And then start watching a whole bunch of information on why. And they only came back there during one statement: transferring the power from one administration to the people, because it's not about the administration anymore.
I don't think Trump was ever for the people. That's the thing.
Just you got to watch. If you don't want to watch, that's fine. If you do and you're curious,
I have no issue going back.
I'll send you some info.
No, I have no issue going back and watching it. My thing is, I don't care about back in 2017. I can reference things back then, but I care about today, right now, like what's going on.
It all unfolds for a reason. It all ties together.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last thing I'll say to you, then I am going to go, is how many times till it becomes mathematically impossible to things be a coincidence?
I'm sure there's a lot that I don't know.
Yeah. Letter 17, number 33.
Let me just look up something. How many times?
So I appreciate the time. I think abysmal. It is abyssal.
Abyss. Just abyss is short.
Okay. All right, Abyss. Thank you for your time, buddy.
All right, man.
See you again.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
Well, that was something. All right. Well, let's go back to what I was saying about the gas prices. Anyway. So, for those of you who are unaware, I did have an article from Forbes, but they then wanted me to pay, and I'm not doing that. So, yeah, fuck. Anyway, so for those of you who are not ready, get ready because shit's about to get expensive. Right now, the price of Brent crude is around $9 a barrel. The CEOs of, I believe it said Exxon and Chevron are saying that it's about to skyrocket because the strait being closed and everything. Yeah, that's fucking terrible, dude. Like that's like 20% of the world's oil goes through the strait, right? So with that being closed, we're not being able to get oil here. We're already depleting our world's reserve, not our world, our nation's reserves I think at this point it's the lowest it's been since like 2024, which isn't good, right? Um, there's going to be a point where we're tapped out. There is, because like if we're draining our reserves, eventually we're going to have no more reserves, and we're just out of oil. So this has to end. This absolutely has to end soon, because if not, like the price of oil is going to fucking skyrocket. Now, don't listen to people who are like, oh, it's going to get to $10, $20 a gallon. That's right now. It's not looking like that, or it's looking like it's going to go up another $1.50, maybe another two. Who knows, right? But like it's getting to be crazy, man. Like I don't know how people like can defend this, because the only reason why we're in this war to begin with is because Trump's a fucking bitch, dude. And also, if we're gonna go off of the argument of, well, we're worried about Iran having a nuke, that's Trump's fucking fault. Like, all right, cool. There is this thing called the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, if I remember the actual acronym correctly, right? That capped Iran's enrichment, Iran's enrichment by like fucking to like 3.6 something percent. Let me get the actual fucking amount here, right? Fucking uh Dan, there's no offense, man. I do not subscribe to religion, but I do appreciate it. Um oh, hey Tux. Dude. Anyway, JCPOA. So the the Comprehensive Plan of Action, it capped their enrichment to like, where is it? Nuclear related comments. Trying to find the actual number. It's big ass fucking agreement. 3.67%. There we go. So this this was under Obama, where we signed this and we had an agreement where they'd be monitored and all that stuff, which is a really good agreement. They had enough enrichment to where they could like run facilities and stuff, and everything was fine. I don't understand why we tore that up. I think I know why we tore it up, is because Trump didn't like that they had Obama's name on it, right? Um, but that's like not a good enough reason, other than Trump's ego. That's still not a good reason. Um, so we tore that up, which then allowed Iran to enrich even further down the line to get them to where they're at now, which is I think is around 60% from what I've seen. So yeah, which to be fair is much higher than what it was, but it's not near the danger zone of warheads, which we're concerned about, right? Um, but the Israel and the U.S. are using that level of enrichment to be like, oh well, they're getting close to that to the explodey stuff. God, I hate quoting my language. Anyway, so because Trump tore up the JCPOA, because of all of that, we have to go over there. We don't have to. They're deciding to. They're deciding to load this shit up, load them up. And it's like, this is all Trump's fault. The oil prices, Trump's fault. Everything here, Trump's fucking fault. It's crazy, dude. Like this all stems back to his first administration. There's no reason for it. And the best we can hope for a peace deal is just Obama's deal, but with Trump's name on it. That's the best we can fucking hope for. And Iran doesn't want that, dude. Like they want more now. Like, and they know they have all the power. They know that them keeping the strait closed is just affecting the U.S. and the U.S. is running out of like stuff, like missiles and stuff to stop them. I think they're like what are they called? Tomahawks or something. I don't know. They're running out of stuff because they can make very cheap drones to intercept the U.S.'s missiles at like a tenth of the cost that the U.S. makes them for. So like, I don't. I don't get it, man. Like, there's no point to this. There's really no fucking point to this. Anyway, if you are MAGA, oh shit, I meant to call in. Oops. Knew there was something I was forgetting. Anyway, if you're MAGA, and you're watching, please feel free to request up. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Or if you're on the other apps, phone line is now open because I realized I didn't have it open. Man, feel free to call in, dude. Like, you're welcome to. I'd love to have a conversation. Anyway, I'm definitely gonna have to fucking test out why there's an echo because that's crazy. Because nobody else apparently hears the echo, so it's only when callers call up or people request up. But yeah. Also, another thing that I thought was really interesting is, let me just pull this up. There we go. And put this on the other vertical. Cool. So Mike Pence saying that this current Trump administration has departed from traditional conservative values. Now, Mike Pence, for those of you who don't know, is Trump's former VP in his first administration, right? Him saying that is a wild statement because, like, to be fair, they were never really conservative, right? Like, and there's evidence to prove that. But like, saying just coming out and saying that is crazy, dude. But he's also saying that, like, the Democrats are too radical too, which to a degree I agree with because they're too far to the fucking right. So like, hey, what's up, Ducky? What's up, Mac? So like, this shit's crazy, man. Like, I don't get why, like, I don't know, man. Like, anyway, sorry. Yeah, like, I don't get why people still think Trump is conservative when he's clearly not. He doesn't hold conservative values, let alone fiscally conservative values. That shit doesn't fucking exist. Like, close that display capture. Yeah, like, I don't get it, man. Like, anyway, I had other things I was gonna bring up. Oh yeah. Well, let me see if I can find mine. So I did say earlier that like, Covenant's good that the Democrats are too far to the right. A lot of people like question me on that. And here we go. So this is the political compass from last election on like where the candidates aligned, right? So Donald Trump, way the fuck up here, right? Far right, authoritarianism, basically fascism, right? Like, not at all fucking okay. Kamala Harris, like, middle right, right? Like, I don't want to say centrist, but like middle right. Fucking wild, dude. Like, we need to be going in the opposite direction. We cannot have like party Ravens. That'd be great if you're free. But I understand you're at work, so don't like get in trouble or anything. But anyway, hello.
Hello.
You hear an echo?
I'm hearing an echo on you.
On me? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not hearing myself at all, but I am hearing like a echoed version of you.
What about now?
That is good.
Oh, it's gone now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you speak real quick?
Yeah. I'm still here. I don't really know what to say.
No, you're good. Because I just muted one thing. And
I mean,
hold
there
up.
was just a small echo.
Is there an echo now? Yep. Okay. I figured out what it was.
Okay. Yeah. So the echo they've been talking about is on you. It seems
Yeah.
like.
Apparently there was like one audio setting which I didn't realize had anything to do with it, but like apparently it does.
At least it was an easy fix.
It was an easy fix. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
I'm gonna drop out.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, well, tonight.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Well, hopefully that fixed it. I thought I had to have that like setting up so that like everyone can hear it. I'm gonna go back and watch it tube chat or tube part of the video, just because to make sure that it could be heard over there. Because if it can, I'll just keep that part muted. Because yeah, fuck it. Awesome. Anyway, what I was saying was we don't need our candidates going this way, right? It doesn't work. It doesn't work in any way, like economically or anything, right? What we need is more candidates going this way. Now, fuck Stein, right? But anyway, we need more of this. We need opposite direction because our economy is just not doing well. It's just not. We're in the shitter. Our GDP. See if I can find that right now. For these video, going the wrong one. Display. No, video. Okay, cool. I believe I saw an article or something about that. Our debt has exceeded our GDP. So like we have so much debt that we can't even like pay it back at this point, right? But let me just double check. Versus I'm not using fucking AI because I'm sure it's behind. All right, there it is. This is, I guess this is from CBS. Pull this back up and pull this up. Cool. All right. So debt held by the public stood as 3.1 trillion at the end of April. Now keep in mind we're in May. Oh, actually, no, we're in June now. Jesus Christ, time's flying by. Anyway, so keep in mind with interest and all that, I'm sure it's well above that, edging of the US GDP of 3.12 trillion between April 20 and March. So yeah, like the debt, like right now, just in this article, is showing that it's slightly above the point of our GDP. Now, it's crazy the fact like this is how much we make gross domestically. And I think it's per year. I'll have to double check on all that. Like, I want to make sure I'm giving accurate information. But the point is, if our debt goes above GDP, it's going to be nearly impossible unless we get someone who knows what the fuck they're doing economically. We have no fucking shot. Like, no shot. Like the last time we actually had like a balanced fucking budget in this country, was under Clinton, right? And I'm gonna be clear, I fucking hate Clinton. He was not a good guy, right? But at the same time, we at least our debt was fucking balanced, dude. Like, I don't know. Anyway, if you're MAGA, please request up. I'd love to talk to you. If you're on the other apps, please call in. And yeah, let's do all things. Anyway, what else we're gonna go through? Something. Well, I've been like almost an hour. I think I'll call it an hour. But yeah, I don't know. Today's been a fucking whiplash of shit with like everything going on, like something. I don't know. Like I'm at the point where I don't understand how people can still support this man. Like the fucking whiplash people have to go through to just be like, yeah, he ran on no new wars and lowering prices and all the and like everything that he's doing everything that I wanted. And then the same vein, he's doing the exact fucking opposite of what he wanted, of what he said he was gonna do. Sorry. Like it's fucking crazy to me. I don't understand. Democracy. Hold up. What the fuck is this? Trump Trump claims U.S. shouldn't have been in Iran in Fox News interview. What the fuck? Listen, Sean, if you look what happened with Iraq. Now he's saying we shouldn't have been there? Hold up. What the fuck? This is democracy now. Trump claims the U.S. shouldn't have been in Iran in the first place. Iran, whatever. I got to get really better roll in my R's. Either way, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy. Now you're saying that we shouldn't have even been there in the fucking first place? If we didn't hit them with B-2 bombers 9 months ago, they would have had a nuclear weapon. Yeah, 9 months ago, right? You guys claimed that you destroyed or completely obliterated their fucking nuclear weapons. And now you're there now saying, well, they might have a nuclear weapon. What the actual fuck? Nah, shut up. Like, it's crazy, dude. I don't get it. Like, this is apparently on the Fox News thing, but this is democracy not quoting him. Look what happened with Iraq. We did so bad that. Sorry. So anyway, that was such a foolish thing. What we did shouldn't have been there in the first place. By the way, and shouldn't have been in Iran. But Iran has the capability. If I hate reading what he says, I really fucking hate reading because it hurts my brain. If we didn't hit them with B-2 bombers 9 months ago, they would have had a nuclear weapon right now. Because of you, you dumb fuck. Because of you. Also, the best way to stop them from being attacked, right, is to give them, or is so that they. Words. God, I'm frustrated. Anyway. We don't attack other countries who have nukes. We just don't do that because, we're worried that they may nuke us, right? We don't threaten them with that. So if Iran had a nuke, guess who wouldn't be threatened or attacked as much? Iran. But guess what? They're like, oh, well, we can't let them have it because, they'll just go around and attack us all and everything, But here's this wonderful thing. There's this beautiful concept called MAD, mutually assured destruction. So no, they wouldn't fucking do that if they were smart. It's crazy, dude. I don't know. I genuinely don't fucking know anymore. Like, man. Either way. Ow. Oh. What? Oh, apparently there's more live updates with the shit that's going on. Hold up. Yeah, so I have the CBS live updates with like everything that's going on with Iran right now. So, 6 minutes ago, a German Norwegian minister calls off Beirut trip. Ministers from Germany and Norway had to call off Beirut on Monday as Israel continues to assault on the city. The minister's press service says German Minister for International Development, Reem Halabi Radnov, I don't know how to say his name, sorry, and Norwegian counterpart Asuma Akrest, sorry. Anyway, had to abort and head back to Berlin for military reasons as they approached Beirut's airport, owning the rapidly worsening situation. A spokesperson from Alabi. So anyway, yeah, this conflict is affecting more than just countries in the Middle East. It's crazy. Like it's now affecting people like Germany and Norway. God, fuck, I can't do this. I am so tired. Anyway, at what point is this going to stop? Like, at what point is this conflict, war, whatever the fuck people want to call it, going to end? Because people are getting hurt. Because people are being affected. Like, here's the thing: our prices here aren't the only prices going up. They're going up across the fucking world. And I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it. Anyway. I'm at that point. I think I think I'm gonna call it now. I think today's just one of those days where I just need a minute. I'm gonna try and be on tomorrow, depending on work. We're heading to the point of long hours, so if I can, I will. Um, Probably around the same time as like 11:30 start time. But yeah. Anyway, so I think that's where I'm gonna call it. Anyway, I will catch you all later. Like I said, I'll try and be on again tomorrow. So anyway. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Bussel's End. I'm a very small gaming and political content creator. So if you like the stream so far, or like what I'm doing, please feel free to drop me a follow, a like, a share, all the things. But until then, I will see you all next time. Later.